Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Starcraft 2, the third strike, 1338. One of three 2 versus 2 games are remaining, I guess. Oh no, sorry, not 2 versus 2, Lotto games, yeah. From now, I will call 2 versus 2, not 2 versus 2, my friends, I will call it Lotto. Yeah. It fits better, in my opinion. Yeah, this was where Elemento did storms. Yeah. I figured out recently that I am not so good in 2 versus 2, and yeah, reason for this is obviously that I am not playing 2 versus 2 at all, or just a little bit, like very little bit. And the thing is just there, in my opinion, you have different game mechanics, and the source for this, I mean, I can only repeat it because I have mentioned this, I think, billions of times. In Desert Strike, the units, when they spawn, they live 120 seconds. And normally in 3 versus 3, your wave spawn 90 seconds. I cannot often, I don't know how often I can only say this because I have a lot of, or not a lot, but there is a couple of tryhards who believe, who are convinced that 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 is the same, my friends. In my opinion, it's not. Yeah, here's the lifetime, 120 seconds, and the thing is, if your wave spawns in 3 versus 3 every 90 seconds, then your previous wave, if you still have something of it, has a lifetime of 30 seconds. In 3 versus 3, your wave spawns every 60 seconds. Your previous wave live, if it is still alive, it lives 60 seconds. In 1 versus 1, your wave spawns every 30 seconds. And your pre-wave lives 90 seconds. Your pre-wave 60 seconds. And your pre probably die, I think, right? Let me quickly check. 90 seconds, and then you have another wave of 90 seconds, then also another wave of 60 seconds. Yeah, actually there is another fourth wave of 30 seconds. And honestly, I don't want to troll myself by some people who are not good in maths or has a lack maybe of intelligence or of understanding that this different mathematics of your unit living time makes 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 completely different. You have different behavior. In my opinion, I can show you later, for example, the game that Elemento recently sent me, 3 versus 3, where this is a good example, where we have this special player, Didi, who probably tried to play in 3 versus 3, like in 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 3, and we can just have a look again how it looks when people are convinced 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2 tactics work also in 3 versus 3. Yeah, they may work, but first against maybe complete randoms. Second, when you are like in a strong team, you can rely on your teammates. And I would say in a match where you have a little bit, you know, players who are familiar with this game, I would say from 20 games, I would say maybe 5% can work, 10 maximum, but not more. And okay, doesn't matter. So we start the Lotto game offense, Zerg against Terran, Zerg. So I just want to say I was recently playing, learning also 2 versus 2 and against Zoezudo and Didi. We played, I believe, something in total 5 games, I believe. We all, or maybe it was 4. Let's say, it doesn't matter. 5 games, yeah, I don't care. We lost all the games, me and StarLuk. You know, in 3 versus 3, honestly, this is for me easy to play against them, but in 2 versus 2 you have to play differently, and they are very good in this lotto based mod. Everyone is supposed to do what is supposed to play what he likes to play, what he enjoys most. If they don't enjoy 3 versus 3, they enjoy 2 versus 2, and they are good. This is fine. Everyone can do what they want. But I believe I will stuck more and stay more on 3 versus 3 because I enjoy more. I get more positive emotions from it. From 2 versus 2, I unfortunately don't get good emotions. Let me quickly check. Build the first one. Yeah. He means first 3 things. First, Didi, you suck. Just joke. You don't suck. You suck actually in 3 versus 3, but in 2 versus 2, in 1 versus 1, you're very, very good. If not the best. He means that Desert Strike gets boring. I honestly think do I even have the right to, say some opinion about 2 versus 2, because I somehow come to the conclusion that I understand nothing in 2 versus 2. I can for sure say some tips, some improvement tips about 3 versus 3 and 1 versus 1. But 2 versus 2, this is such a shit hybrid for me. I mean, the recent games that I was playing with StarLuk, I did this only for practice, for learning effect, but I didn't enjoy it at all. Somehow. My days are super good, and then I, come to Desert Strike. I mean, 3 versus 3 I enjoy, really. Independent of loss or win, this is for me full easy and I enjoy it. But 2 versus 2, it pulls me down, It pulls it sucks my energy, sucks my positive mindset, damages my positive mindset. The game is over, the two Zergs have lost the middle, GG, you can tap out. When you see Didi, you can immediately go out of the game in 2 versus 2. Oh, actually, not. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Let's learn from Didi's brain for 2 versus. I mean, I honestly don't want to learn. Oh yeah, we go Hydras. We lose middle, we go Hydras. Okay. Actually, we go Brutes and not Hydras. See, look at this. These guys think they are winning because they have the middle, but in 3 I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not here to convince like Didi or Zoe Zudo about that these things are different, because I remember very good they both are saying, yeah, but you just have to imagine that your next wave, like your teammate, for example, if this guy is playing Twice, and then 3 versus 3. Just imagine that this guy is also playing Tors. Oh. And then this guy also playing Tors. And then you have like each 30 seconds, Tors are spawning. But, you friendly guy, your wave spawn, like, I don't know, is it so? Your wave spawns every 30 seconds. And your units that already spawned live 90 seconds in 1 versus 1. Okay, let's get to 2 versus 2. Yeah, let's imagine this. This guy played Tors, this guy played Tors. No, it's not worth. I'm sorry, it's not worth. I will just be silent and, you know, yeah, where's these cameras? Zack. Enjoy. I have no clue about 2 versus 2, and that's why I will just sit back, go a little bit closer here to the monitor. Oh, nice. Yeah, we do Hydras. Yeah. Okay, we do Hydras. If you medivac, you and also upgrade Marine. Oh, so it's like you built Marine. Oh, fuck, man. My goodness. I hate this guy that I like him. Probably you didn't understand what I said. I think I need to smash him in 1 versus 1 to get satisfaction, you know? See, and this shit works. Oh, let's make a moto, my friends. They don't expect probably air now. Let me see. The muta, he survives probably. So let's make more mutas because they survive. Oh no, there is Hydras. But no worries, I will make more mutas. No worries, StarLuk. I make more mutas. See, 1 muta is killing 6 Hydras. 3 actually. This guy makes me feel stressed. And you know what you need to do with stress? You need to stomp it. Look at this. You think this Hydra's gonna kill? Okay. You need to like imagine completely garbage. Like this is again same stuff. I mean, I don't know whether you are aware of it. I'm honestly usually humble, but I'm the guy who invented this Archon strategy against the Terran. In 3 versus, we will just have a short look on the end of this replay how effective Archons in 3 versus 3 are, but they are much more effective in 2 versus 2 and even more effective in 1 versus 1. Why? Because it is different, my friends. Things that do not work in 1v1, 2v2, oh no, opposite. But I think it doesn't matter. Things that do not work in 3v3 work in 1v1, 2v2. In 1v1, in ZVZ, you play, for example, the things that decide the game are, for example, brutes. Why? Because they stuck! I needed to shout out some Didi from my mouth. And in 3v3, in my opinion, if you are playing against Zerg and you are Zerg, then you don't do brutes, you do corruptors. If I see this probably Didi is a very friendly guy. He really some real talk. He for sure has he's intelligent, because otherwise he wouldn't be like this is proven in his 2 versus 2. He for sure is playing with his head. This is no doubt about it. He's for sure also playing with his head in 1 versus 1. But yeah, this is just some anger probably speaking out from me about him. Why? Because maybe this is some stuff that like a problem with myself, some ego or something like this. Because you know, if I see him in 3 versus 3, I honestly see not a good player. Or in my eyes, it seems like this. If I wouldn't know that he's good in 2 versus 2, 1 versus 1, and I see him in 3 versus 3, then I think, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, I think, is he like playing for first time or what? But then on the other side, you have the complete opposite, and this a bit. You think Zergs are winning, right? Maybe even Viking better than tank. Like, if this was a 3 versus 3 situation, if you would have here 3 Zergs and here 1 Terran, 2 Zergs. I mean, here I would do for sure tanks with Marines and Medivacs. Later, Tors. This guy probably makes some Broodlords, or I don't know, but for sure I would need 2 Corruptors. Zergs with Corruptors. In this case I would also do here tanks and here Corruptors. Because the only thing what these 2 Zergs can do is Broodlords, to stack Broodlords. But again, my head is a friend of 3 versus 3. I'm a complete noob in 2 versus 2. I have no idea. This what I say is probably to 90% garbage for 2 versus 2. We just need to learn here a bit. See, normally I would do tanks, but maybe StarLuk is right. Maybe you need to do what? Raven Viking. In 3 versus 3, if you play against some players from a level like, let's say, Parsifal, like someone who is very good familiar with this game, I don't know, Raven Viking? I don't believe in such tactics in 3 versus 3, honestly. Because Raven, I don't know, the reason why the people are so fascinated about Ravens, Brutes, Thors in 2v2 is because they stack. Because you build, for example, here 4 Ravens, but then it comes to a situation where you don't have 4 Ravens, where you have 8 Ravens. I have to speak with anger because people don't understand otherwise. Because they think, oh, but don't worry, my friend, just imagine there are like 2 players making Ravens. No, you can't say this. Because your units live longer and stack better. And in addition, your units spawn faster. I'm really close to use very bad words, but I try to. Don't worry, StarLuk, it's okay if you don't understand what he means. Nobody understands what Didi means. Because he uses Google Translator. Medivac are blocked on Brute slot. Okay. Sure. Medivac are blocked by Broodlord. So if you don't make carriers as Terran, you block vultures with Medivacs. But only if you jump on your chair like 4 times, like, and then make a flip-flop, one to the front, one to the right, and then you look right and left, and then only if you make gas, then your Medivac are not blocked by brutes. But don't remember to pre-stem your to pre-stem control. It's very important. I mean, I know what he means. The Medivacs will like stand behind the Broodlords. The coffee is out. See, this is what I would also do. Like for 3 versus 3. Probably. But you need also something against tanks. So it would make sense. Like this is perfect. This is, I would do this, for example, in 3 versus 3 situation. Like, okay, I understand, I'm fighting StarLuk. My next wave, I need to do something against Broodlords. Corruptors is good choice. FireLord, like this is the understanding of 3 versus 3. Okay, Didi got stomped in the dirt. My next wave is StarLuk. So what I can do against what else? Tanks. I mean, okay, if I would see this, oh my goodness, so overpowered strategy, Ravens, then I would do Queens. I would continue with Queens, Hydras. StarLuk, where's your response? Didi is waiting for, like, he explained you. Not only the game, he explained you the life also as well. You don't need to work anymore. You can sit, play Desert Strike, and the money will, you know, cash will float every second on your bank account. See, this is 3 vs 3. Corruptors stomp Didi's Broodlord, or almost. But something will go wrong, 100%. Like these are the games with what I was playing StarLuk. We have middle, we are like this. We have middle. We have it, and then one stack, 2 waves of units, and GG. Pretty sure he's gonna sell some this I like very much to see, to get Didi stomped in the dirt. I mean, this brown dirt. Brown, why brown? Thor also good. Ah, just make Raven, my friend. You believe in Raven. Make Raven and Viking. We sell, make Broodlords and Queens. This, for me, is not understandable. How can, like, pretty sure they will win here. How is it possible that like this? For my 3 vs 3 understanding, this is completely out of, you know, understanding. How can this win this? And then we are back to the topic, yeah, but in 2 vs 2 you need to do that is good against both. So actually, I believe, like, the conclusion from my 5 games with 2v2 and Didi is that, like, this was same. We have middle, we are fighting here, like I'm with StarLuk here. We have middle all the time, but then something happens, some stuck, and then GG. So my conclusion is, probably it makes more sense to take gas, give up the middle, and then not focus. Like, here's the difference in my opinion. Maybe in 3 versus 3 it is more important to have middle, dominate, and then win. But here it's like you need to focus more on a stack close to your planetary fortress, and for this you need to take gas, make late game units. He doesn't need to. For 2 versus 2, he doesn't need to watch this. He understands this game. I need probably to watch his. If I want to learn some 2 versus 2, then probably he needs to do videos and I need to learn from him. But I don't want to learn 2 versus 2. I prefer to do 3 versus 3. Later, maybe 1 versus 1. Yeah, this is it. See, my friends, this is the fucking effect that I'm talking about. It's insane. So these characters, what you just have seen, here they come. This is again, like, that's why I'm fucking telling you 2 versus 2 is a fucking lotto, my friends. Didi wins here the lotto. He has the perfect position over the planetary fortress, protected by this shit overseer, shit seer. Normally these characters are supposed to clean here everything, but they are not able. See, 5 broodlords survive. And now here I would like to really hear your honest opinion. How can you say that 3 versus 3 and 2 versus 2 is same? No, my friend. Look. I was talking about this in the theory. So one wave survives, and see what happens now. Only one wave is enough to survive. And this is what these players are focusing on. 2v2 and Didi are not focusing on like pushing middle and this. They're focusing on this effect, on this lotto effect, to have one moment where one wave is surviving. Yeah, this is what we see here. Broodlords survived. And now actually I am speechless over Didi's. I'm sorry, I'm not so angry about that he's good or something like this, but this what you don't see is our chat inside the game. I just want to say in short, he tried to convince me, to convince me that 3 versus 3 and 2 versus 2 is same. It's not. Look, you spawn. How many seconds your units of your previous wave can still be alive in 3 versus 3. You spawn there every 90 seconds. Your previous wave lives after a new spawn 30 seconds. Yeah, 120 minus 90 is 30. I mean, here it's 60. And now we have like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking to a wall probably. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for offending Didi, but it seems I will not continue to talk about him. I will just say sorry for bothering, and that's it. I'm really here not to convince anyone. And haha, look at this. We have how many tours? We have 3 tours, but actually we have 5 tours. Build, buy 3, get 5. And let me guess. Now we make raptors. Maybe we can sell hydras now. And this is the thing. Now you have this shit change. Like, you know, in 3 versus 3, you can predict what is gonna to happen. I can predict what's gonna to happen to 90%, to 80, let's say, yeah, to be humble. But here, you need like really, I don't know, for me right now, with the skill and knowledge what I have right now, it's very, very difficult to predict. Like, look, Elemento was doing corruptors actually against the next wave. Not against this, but against this. But because of this Lotto shit, deep shit effect, Broodlord survive, and now he's fighting actually with his Broodlord corruptors, Marines. It's crazy. This is what I'm talking about, that this is different. My plan in 3 versus 3 is like this. I stomp my wave, and if I stomp my wave, then I do units that stomps the next wave. This is what Elemento also did. It's useless, my friends. 2 versus 2, it's useless for me, really. StarLuk, you should look for someone else. I mean, I'm not gonna participate in this shitty, deep shit Lotto tournament where you can just like, we have this, yeah, we won the Lotto. No. I'm a fucking machine in the virtual world, and not want to let my skill or gameplay and fun get decided by some Lotto. Yeah, here we did Broodlords against this wave, and now we actually fight against this. I mean, you can see this effect also in 3 versus 3, but Like, what is this? Never ever you can say that 3 versus 3 and 2 versus 2 is same. How many brute lots we have here? 5. And how many brute lots we have here? Oh, more than 5. Why? See? And this shit, there are people who gets enjoyment from this deep shit lotto effect. So I just want to say, my conclusion is, right for now, for this moment, after 5 games with Zoizudo and Didi, this is what I see, that you need to focus, I believe, not on the middle, but on creating a stack. And then abuse this thing that units live longer. See, now what? How can you stack? Okay, FireLord, this I very like. He instantly reacts because you need to do something to get out of this. Characters you need, yeah, but this is GG. See, with 60 seconds, I'm really angry about this, what Didi is shitting from his mouth. With 60 seconds, it is enough to get around here. 2 waves, 2 fucking waves, can go together till around here. And then you have your teammate who actually can also stack 2 waves and then finish the planetary fortress. For me, I'm sorry, this is skill, yes, but this is skill with abuse of this effect that you actually focus on stacking units, late game units, and then, you create this effect. It's different. Corruptors, this what Elemento makes works in 3 versus 3. This plan. But here not. Another stupid statement from Didi. Medivacs blocked. Oh, what a drama, Medivacs blocked. You know what you can just do to avoid this? That they are blocked. You just click here on these Medivacs. Yeah, select them. Yeah, to speak on Didi's niveau. And then you just press E and heal manually the marines that are here in the front. And then they are not blocked. I believe I just made a conclusion. Maybe it would make sense to block Didi in the communication because I'm going out there have a really very good day, and then I let this bullshit from him come closer to me. I think I don't even want to, you know, communicate. Look at this, my friends. 2 versus 2 is the same like 3 versus 3. The tours. So these tours were easy, going from here to here. And how many seconds did they need? 20, 40, let's say 45. 45 seconds they needed to just walk to here. 45 seconds. 60 minus 45 is 15. Yeah, because this previous wave lives 60 seconds. And then during the wave strolls here to here, it passes 45 seconds. I believe I'm gonna block this because I can't even hear. You know, the world is full of people who speak trash, like literally speak trash. The very bad thing in this world is actually there are two things about like this fitting to this topic. Two things is very, very bad, and this is to whole world, like independent, whether this is game, whether this is job, whether this is politics, shit politics, dirty politics. There are like two persons, let's say. One type of person who, for example, knows the truth, how something works, and then he's silent because maybe he's afraid of some stupid people around him that they love or something like this. You know, people who are intelligent, people who know how things work, people who know the truth, and then they are silent because they don't want to have any troubles, they don't want to have any discussions, they just want to have peace, be let in peace and do their thing. And then there are the other things. Here I would honestly just put Didi into this shelf. People who believe that something is right, but actually it is wrong. And then they spread this fake news. 2 versus 2 and 3 versus 3 is the same. It's wrong. It's not the same. This is fake news that is, you know, spread around people who don't use their brain, don't think, and just, oh, Didi, yeah, he's right. Look. Previous wave. Previous wave is touching actually the planetary fortress. So you can actually have two waves of one guy and two waves of the other guy who actually fight here. Oh my fucking goodness. I'm now convinced to block Didi here, period. He's gonna be the only one player who's gonna be in my block list, and that stays. Because really, I'm sorry. No offense, no homo, no nothing. I'm a bit, you know, I'm listening to bullshit pretty often, not only in a game. I'm listening to bullshit also when I go into work or whatever. It's enough, you know. Sometimes it is really enough. Yeah. I know what Elemento was thinking here. Bullshit game. Well played. Good job. And now let's see. Wait. You know, I just want to repeat. Probably I will not block Didi. I'll just make it clear that I don't want to speak about this with him in chat or something like this, but I just want to show you something. Why is it not functioning? Yeah, also. I just want to show you. Or actually, wait. Sorry. Here it's faster. I just remembered that I actually have this game saved. Oh, I'm sorry for this black hole right now. You have picture? Yeah, you have. Very often I see, to not offend Didi anymore, players of Didi's category make in 1 versus 1 and also sometimes in 2 versus 2 Archons. And it works, yeah. I just want to say what happens if you think you can use 1v1, 2v2 strategies for 3v3. And these are randoms, by the way. I mean, maybe, of course, this was some experiment, yeah, blah blah, we play not for win, but for experiment. Here Elemento played like normal. This is garbage, by the way. 1 sentry is enough. StarLuk is experimenting here. They will Raven Benji, maybe. What? See, he already... I mean, this is okay to make plan, but he already speaks what you like what Tor, Tor stacks. And where do we have these stack strategies from 1v1, 2v2? No. In 3v3 it's more important to get middle instead of hoping of this Lotto deep shit effect. Let's see whether stacks works. So see, he again focuses on stacking here. But the thing is, you cannot stack your units. Yeah, this guy will go Marines, Bio Reaper, this guy probably, yeah, he already has Tors. I think this guy went BCs. So in 2v2, 1v1 stack potential begins to be around 12 minutes, let's say. Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah, what was that? Raven Vulture works, I remember. So, Raven Vulture works, huh? Okay, if I was here, this guy is making, by the way, Big Didi is surprisingly making everything right at the moment. Marines, Medivacs is good against Archons, and it's good against this. This guy, you know what, I mean, here Tours, okay, Rompa Vompa, is good because they deal actually, or do they deal? No, it's, yeah, actually it's light, yeah. The Tours are dealing extra damage against Ravens. Oh, wait, this we need to see on picture. Raven Vulture works. And now let's see how the Ravens get pulverized. Yeah, it works. Yeah, here actually it would be also enough to do just Marines. It beats this, like Marines is the most safest way. But he decided to do Taurs, okay. Yeah, we try Raven, we try Archons, Okay. So where's the stack? Somehow it doesn't work, huh? Somehow it's not working. See, in 2 versus 2, he relies that his units stack with his teammates' units. It's different. Here it's not working. Yeah, you're great. Yeah, this immortal probably got stacked. And against what do we tanks again? Okay, against Taurs. But for this you need also at least one BC then to distract them. Because Ravens got pulverized by Taurs. Yeah, Raven Viking, I remember. Was the topic. Okay, Viking you need to do against PCs. Good. You know, if I play after playing 2v2, I felt like my understanding of Desert Strike is degrading. And I don't want this. I want to stay in 3v3 because there I understand how the things are working. And if you guys want to play 2v2, rely on some lotto that maybe the skill falls from sky and I can by this break the enemy. From all the people, I have to say that here, I mean, I know maybe I had some conflict with Elementos also, but here I need to really say that from all the people, he played mostly normal from all. I'm sorry, I'm really triggered now, so that I will say really a bit stuff that offends everyone. Against who do we do tanks again? Against these couples of Marines, or maybe against Tours? But actually you need to break BCs first. See, this is very good. He pre-stims to save tanks, but actually I think it's not enough, right? Yeah, there's too much damage. Yeah, Didi thinks this one scout will distract the Taurus. Yeah, feedback on Didi will help to save the Desert Strike community from his stupidity. Great. Thank you, Big Daddy, Wompa, Rompa, and Valik to stomp. Okay. I prefer to play a bit 3v3 against Didi and who knows, maybe Zoizdo, but the thing that just triggered me very much is it's not the first time, it's probably the second or third time. It's my fault that I got involved into 2v2. I'm not pointing with fingers that someone is fault. It just triggers me that people that people think that we are, you know, I don't know, that white is black and black is white, and okay, doesn't matter. Thank you for watching, my friends. I cast it now every game, and yeah, see you then. Bye.